Well, thank you for staying with us as the World Archery Youth Championships continue in the Recurve teams competition. And we are now enjoying action from the under-21 women's. Coming soon, the gold medal match between Korea and France. But right now, it's the bronze medal match between Poland and China. And Poland have done particularly well to get to the final four. They were only the 13th seed. They beat the Americans, the 4th seed, and the Indians, the 5th seed, before losing to Korea 6-2 in the semi-finals. So fantastic effort by this Polish side. And China, too, the 6th seeds have done well to get through to the final four, beating Spain, Chinese Taipei before losing to France.
Number 2, representing China, Yuan. Son Yan Yang Mei. The line judge for this match is Choi Kyung-won.
So really cool to see these two teams come through, Gabby. Both weren't seeded to reach the final four, but both have, which means they've beaten teams higher ranked than them, which is great.
Yeah, I think that is going to be a really interesting match. It's funny to see new faces. I think it's really nice that Poland made it all the way through the bronze medal match. The team from China, a little bit more experience, having Q Muyan in their settings. But I think that today is a different game. I feel like weather is affecting the archers a lot. Let's see who managed to stay a little bit better in the match.
Gabby Schlosser with us today on commentary as we get the match underway. Sun Yuan to go first. And the archers are shooting from the full 70 metres in this final. This wind continues to be very strong. 30 kilometres an hour, it's averaging, gusting to about 58. That's about 9 metres per second, up to 15 metres per second. So tough conditions, but at least it's dry. And the temperature's okay. It's around 19 to 20 degrees Celsius. But those hats, look, because the two Chinese archers out the back holding their hats. So anything, as we've seen through the day, Gabby, anything 8-9 is going to be competitive, it seems.
Yeah, I feel like shooting at 70 meters changes the game a little bit more than what we saw in the other 4 matches. I'm pretty sure that staying within the 8 is going to be a really good achievement from the archers, and let's hope we see a lot of that.
We saw Claudia Platza open with an 8, and now this is Alexandra Obstoba. She competed in the mixed teams competition as well. And Barbara Grichbeck is the last of the 3. You know, these Polish archers didn't have high qualifying spots for the individual. Obstoba was the highest at just 24th. Compare that to the highest ranked Chinese archer, who was Q Muyan. She was 4th. So she was right up there and almost medalled in the mixed teams competition too, losing to India with Li Ming Ki. Another example right there of just how difficult it is today. It's a long way, 70 metres normally, Gabby, but it's even longer, it feels, in windy conditions like these.
Yeah, it is. I feel like Team China is not having any problems with the timing, and they are all shooting really fast. That helps a lot in windy conditions. That means you don't need to hold, you don't need to be aiming so long. Um, but it looks like the wind is pushing the arrows really far away.
Well, just kind of trying to see where that arrow went, that last arrow. Poland might have a chance here. 8. The last arrow was a 5 for China. So 41 is correct. And Poland need 2 good scores here to claim the first set. And this is all going okay for them. So it's a very low scoring first set. Nothing yellow at all, but it still could be Poland's set here. And it is. Wow, 45 to 41. Very low scores from both teams, but as we've touched on before, Gabby, it's not how you get the 2 set points, it's if you get the 2 set points.
Yeah, that's for sure. I feel like the wind picked up a little bit. These archers really need to talk to each other and communicate about what they're gonna do, where they're gonna aim, have a plan to have a chance to win the bronze medal. I feel like Team China is having a little bit of a struggle to know where to aim, while Team Poland is just a little bit more concentrated, more focused. We see the same thing we saw with in the under 18. China is there with no coach. That can also affect them a little bit, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's always nice, I think, in tough conditions to get the wise words of your coach.
That's for sure. That's for sure. I feel like sometimes we focus a lot in where we need to aim and what we need to do. And if we get a factor from outside telling us what we need to do, we don't think a lot and we just release our shot.
Well, China will be hoping that will galvanise their team here. 2 5s on their scorecard. They won't want to repeat that as we get the second set underway. Again, it drops low there from Sun Yunyan. Young Mei Yi, just hoping the wind will die down just a fraction for her. And there we are, that's the first yellow score, not only for China, but in the match. And we've had it's taken 14 arrows cumulatively across the 2 teams. That is how we like to see archery completed. Qiu Muyan getting the first 10. Platzer continues to be solid. Good work there by Obstova to just calm herself, to execute a good arrow. Grichbeck really struggling, but she's done okay. Wow, 26 place 25. Very good work from both teams, Gabby.
Yeah, it looks like all 6 archers are taking it a little bit more serious. I feel like they look a little bit more less nervy, a little bit more in the zone. And it's nice to see a lot of arrows in the yellow in this set.
Yeah, much better, isn't it?
Yeah, that's for sure.
I remember that first set score was just 45-41 to Poland. Young taking her time. Just inside the 7 zone. We saw a great last arrow from Qiumuyuan. It was a 10. The only one so far for China. Only one of the match. And she follows it up with a 9. It's a line licker, but it's better from China. 51. That's a significant improvement by 10 points from their first set score. It's going to be a 6. Still a chance for Poland to get points in the second set, but only just now. 2 10s required to share it. Oh, she's so close to getting the 10 there, but with that 9, that's going to confirm China as second set winners. So we're going to be locked up at 2 set points each. Well, much better from China in that set. 4 arrows in the yellow zone compared with none in the first set. So significant improvement for them, and it earns them the set. So we're locked up at 2 each. Much better from China there, Gabby.
Yeah, funny to see that you hear that she had like a little bit of a weird shot, but she managed to shoot a 10 and a 9, both her 2 arrows. I feel like she is just trusting the shot, and she's aiming in the middle and just do it the best she can. I feel like all archers need to just do the best they can. Of course, it's a little bit difficult with the conditions. I feel like Team Poland was a little bit more affected by the wind in this set, but it's 2-2. Everything can happen from now on.
Yeah, 2 all. It's all on here. It becomes a 2 set match for the bronze medal. Don't forget, we've got the gold medal match coming up next between Korea and France. And then the other 21 men's are in action. Japan, France for the bronze. China, Korea for gold. So 51-48, the scores in that last set.
We see some communication there from Team China. I feel like they are telling each other where they are aiming to have a little bit more of control from their score.
They're all hanging in there, aren't they? Remember, no coach in that Chinese box for this match. Oh, that's a tough opening, isn't it?
Well, you can see how strong the wind is.
So now Claudia Platzer. Chance here for Poland, with China only locking in a score of 21 so far from the first rotation. Yeah, she's pulling out there. Well, Stober, she got buffeted right on the setup there. So in comes Barbara Grishibek. Let's see if this disruption won't impact too much. Obstolber's going to have to get away a reasonably quick shot here because of the time restriction. 120 seconds to release all 6 arrows. Poland did well there, Gabby. They've got a 3-point lead, even though Obstolber had to pull out.
Yeah, I feel like she took a really good decision by stepping out of the line and not losing time. They are a little bit tight in time, just having 41 seconds for all 3 archers. But let's see, I feel like they are like keeping it together. It looks really solid. And Team China is also showing us a little bit of that.
So 2-9 so far. Last arrow of this set here for China. That'll be a 7. So 46 is what they're going to lock in. China. Now again, Poland with a big chance here. Oh, that's going to be a lot harder now with that 4. They're going to have to concede the set thanks to that arrow. So Grishbek has got 5 seconds. She does very well. That's a 10. The first for Poland in the match. That 43. Might have just pinched the set here. So scoring, just got it by a point actually, Gabby, 47-46. So terrific last arrow there for Poland.
Yeah, wow, she shot it then when she needed the 10 the most. I feel like these show us a little bit of how they have been communicating and how they have been shooting all the way through the bronze medal match. It looks like they're really confident. It looks like they're having fun together. And time, weather, nerves, nothing is affecting them. It looks really nice.
Yeah, they're very calm and composed, aren't they? And remember, in that set too, we saw Obstolber pulling out of her first arrow, forcing Grishbek to come forward. They handled that, also absorbed the 4 that Platzer scored with her first arrow and still won the set, thanks to that 10 from Grishbek. So well done to the Polish team. They lead by 4 set points to 2 now. Last set of the match. China need a win to send this match to a shoot-off. Let's see if they can achieve it. Well, it's not going to help a 5, but as we've seen in previous sets in this match and in other matches today, that might not be the end of the world. But it will require some good scoring. Well, now that's going to be extra tough now. 2 5s on the scorecard.
It looks like the wind is pushing the arrows to the right. That means the archers need to aim a little bit more left. I'm pretty sure they saw what was happening and she reacted to it. It is really difficult sometimes. The conditions are so extreme that you cannot do a lot about it.
A massive chance now for Poland to claim victory in the set. Well, that's going to be a 7 as well. There's Grishbeck again, who was so solid in that last set. Well, it's a low-scoring match again, but Poland are in front. And that's what they're celebrating right there. They're going, okay, we haven't gone well, but we're still 2 points up. But that wind is brutally tough. As we've mentioned many times, it's gusting up to around 15 meters per second, averaging around 9. If there's ever a time now for young Mei Yi to get a 10, it's right now. Well, all the pressure now on Kyu Muyan. Now that's a good arrow there, but will it be enough? Poland for the bronze medal now. Great score there from Platzer. And again from Ozdoba, and now Poland within sight. It's Barbara Grishbeck. He shot a 10 with that arrow in the last end to win it dramatically for the match here and the bronze medal. And that's how to do it with a 10. Fantastic scoring there, and Poland win the bronze medal. The 13th seed have rocketed up the standings to finish third. A fantastic effort in the under-21 women's recurve teams competition. Congratulations to Barbara Grishbeck, Alexandra Obstoba, and Claudia Platzer.
Wow, amazing stuff what they're doing there. They look so happy. I see some emotions there. Congratulations to them. It's just amazing what they were doing. They gave us a little bit of what they were doing. They showed us a little bit what they were doing all the way through this bronze medal match, and it looked like it worked. They just kept growing in the match. They shot 45, 48, 47, 48, and at this point was enough for them to win the bronze medal match. Really happy for them. I think that Team China was a little bit impatient. They didn't stay calm, and I think that is really important. That's really important in these conditions because, yeah, you cannot change them.
Brilliant effort from Poland. Well done to them.